Good morning and welcome to another episode of the fascinating world of birds. Joining with me today is avid bird enthusiast Chanith Wijeratne. Good morning, Chanith.
Good morning.
So Chanith, which bird species have you chosen to share with us today?
Today we'll talk about one that I haven't actually managed to see myself yet, a reasonably rare one in Victoria, the Tasmanian Boobook, sometimes called the Morpor.
Whereabouts would you be able to find these birds?
Well, apart from being resident in, as the name would suggest, Tasmania, it's recently been discovered that a very small amount of these birds migrate up north to us. We're not exactly sure where they reach and at what specific times of the year they do this, but we know that in winter there's a sort of outbreak of sporadic sightings of this bird every year. Could be pretty much anywhere. Then at certain points, pretty much the only one we consistently know of is Cape Liptrap, down in the southeast. They congregate towards the end of our winter, more in sort of the middle of spring now that I think about it, towards October, and then sort of gather, preparing to fly south to Tasmania again. The only really consistent place to guarantee a sighting of this bird, for this reason, is Cape Liptrap in October. However, they can appear pretty much anywhere in winter. For instance, one was recently seen near Elwood, which is not at all a usual place for them, and there was one seen on the Mornington Peninsula as well.
And for an avid bird watcher like yourself who is keen to spot them, what would be the physical characteristics that you look out for?
So this is a very small owl, and there are a few characteristics that clearly differentiate it from the other species. The main similar species is the Australian Boobook, which is a reasonably common owl in the right places. However, compared to this bird, the Tasmanian Boobook has bright yellow eyes and white spotting on the crown, as well as overall a sort of darker brown plumage.
Can you explain to us about their feeding habits a bit?
So to my understanding, they take small mammals and small reptiles. Pretty much things that are smaller than them they'll eat.
I see. Well, Chanith, thank you for joining us again and sharing your incredible knowledge about this bird species.
Thank you for having me.
Join us again next week as we discuss another bird species with Chanith Wijeratne.